Hello, Angela from Futurespace. Welcome to Decoration and Design.
Thank you.
So it seems obvious at first, but not all interior design considers human interaction. Why is it important in your work to see functionality override aesthetics?
Well, I think it's important in the workplace because the functionality is just, if it's not there, the workplace doesn't work. So it's absolutely key to people enjoying their role to be able to fulfill their requirements of their job and just to be able to be efficient and get things done easily. So the functionality is really such a big priority over the aesthetic.
How do you make a functional space appear aesthetic though as well? Because is that often a key part of the brief with your clients as well, for it to look the part?
Yeah, quite often clients will have a very sort of definite look or a definite sort of feel about how they want to look and the image they want to project. So for us it's really about not providing fussy details but practical details, and some of those front stage areas you might actually have those a little bit more dramatic, a bit more theatrical. They're the thing that speak about the business, and where the people are sort of doing the day-to-day, you provide respite and more sort of comfortable areas, but generally, it's pretty sort of streamlined and not too fussy.
Futurespace is also committed to sustainable design, and a lot of the projects you talked through today were 5 or even 6-star workspaces. In what ways do you incorporate this environmental aspect into your project, and how do you do that?
Well, a good start is really going into a building that already has a rating, because then that means anything that we do is really just about not compromising that rating.
Okay.
But it's very easy now to select the right furniture, the right materials, the right paints, carpets that have their environmental ratings. But the other side of that though is just designing floor plan wise efficiently, so you don't have wasted areas of space, and that you're really maximising that floor plate and getting the most out of it.
One of those ways was this activity-based working environment, which is a new thing that's coming into workplaces and will probably take over in the future. Can you sort of explain that a little bit?
Well, the nutshell of activity-based, it's kind of a big topic, but in a nutshell, it's really about providing staff with choice. It means you treat them like adults. They turn up to the workplace if they need to be there, and then they choose where they want to work based on who they have to see that day, who they may need to collaborate with, what sort of meetings they've got, or whether they need some quiet, private, concentrated space. So it's really about just giving them the opportunity to choose an environment that's going to suit best the work style of that day.
Why did you specialise in workplace over other interior design? What's so passionate about it?
Well, I really liked it because it was a bit of luck that I got into workplace, but it was also, I really liked that underlying intelligence to it. Colours and finishes are sort of not my area of expertise. I couldn't care less what colour something is, but I do care about how the space planning works out and how efficient the planning is. So I care about things being organised.
Yeah. What are some of the key problem areas that you identify in workplaces that you go into that you immediately go, oh, this is not right?
Yeah. Well, in workplaces that haven't had anything done to them, quite high petitions, people being in these little sort of silos where they're not communicating with their team members or even with other people in the organisation, being in unhealthy buildings that smell musty with damp carpets and bad air conditioning, and just generally sort of environments that are not conducive to people sort of working or being efficient or being able to deliver what they have to deliver in them.
What about lighting? Do you tend to go
absolutely,
for...
yeah. Quite often we've been in places that are really dull and dark, and you feel sort of like you're in this dingy space. It's a beautiful bright sunny day outside, you've got no connection to the outdoors, so it can be quite depressing actually walking through some of these places.
Do you open up spaces and introduce a lot if natural light?
Yeah, absolutely, wherever we can. We also try and, a lot of the older buildings too have a tint on the glazing. We try and peel that off if we can, just to let some of that natural light in.
Fantastic, thanks for your time.
Thank you.